Hey guys, it's me, Kat from Young Widowed Lifestyle. I'm gonna try my hand at vlogging, but right now I'm just gonna do a get ready with me. I'm headed to the Laker game. It's gonna be the first Laker game after the tragedy of Kobe and his daughter Gigi passing, along with the other families that were involved in that helicopter. So let's get into it. So I haven't filmed a video in a long time, so if I stumble through some stuff, then my apologies. So yeah, I'm not sure how you guys feel about what happened on Sunday, the day that Kobe and his daughter Gigi, along with the other family members, or the other families that were in that helicopter crash. But I remember getting a text message from one of my widowed girlfriends saying that Kobe was in a helicopter crash and died, or just that he died. And I remember thinking that it wasn't real. So I Googled it, and it was TMZ who I got the article from, and I think that TMZ is a pretty reputable publication. Even though I think they're highly just gossip, they don't put stuff out that it isn't verified and without merit. So once I saw that, I immediately thought of Vanessa. And then stories came out saying that there were more people, that one of the kids was in there, and I was like, wow, this sucks, because not only is Vanessa lost her husband, but now she's losing a child too. And I was like, I just felt for her. I was really worried for her and praying for her. As time progressed, it turns out there was other people involved, and that whole day, as the reports were coming in, and just my Facebook feed and Instagram of my friends and family making comments or posting stuff about what's going on and what's on their mind, it was really heavy for me. I just don't know how to feel. I mean, I don't know Kobe. I followed him for a bit, like on Instagram. I take that back. Yeah, I followed him on Instagram when he tore his Achilles, because I recently tore my Achilles in 2008. So it was not recently, that's like 10 years ago. But I tore my Achilles around the same time that he did too. So I followed him, and then I followed Vanessa for a bit, just for that time period. Anyways, I since don't follow them. I now follow Vanessa again. So I didn't realize that Kobe and Vanessa recently had another child. And I was like, oh my God. So I've been thinking about Vanessa a lot and trying to find more information about the other families, just because, I don't know, I just want to, I just wanted to pray for them and see if there's anything I could do. Actually, one of the widowers, one of the guys that wives was on the plane. I guess she was like one of the coaches. He was on the Today Show, and if I can find the video that I saw on YouTube, I'll link it in the description below. Anyways, he was talking about his wife, and it was like the day after, and I was like, I don't even know how he's pulling it together to speak to the media after a day. I was completely numb and in shock after Brad died, so I don't know how he did it. Anyways, the Today Show was talking to him about his wife, and they said her name. I think her name's Melissa. And he said, I could hear it in his voice, he was getting emotional. He's like, wow, I just got emotional just hearing her name. And I get emotional when I hear people say my husband's name. When I hear someone talk about Brad, it really affects me. So I could understand. And then I started thinking, this guy, Matt, I was like, he's in Southern California somewhere. Let me see if I can try to find him. So I found an Instagram account. I'm pretty sure it's him. And I just DM'd him. I hope he doesn't think I'm being weird, but I pretty much just said, hey, sorry about your loss. If you need support, I'm a young widow. I have a network of other young widows that can help you on this difficult journey you have ahead, feel free to reach out. He hasn't yet. But we also had a mutual friend in common, so I contacted them and I'm like, hey, do you know this person? Are you friends, or were you just like Instagram friends? And she said she knew him. She said that she knows him, and I said, well, if he asks, let him know that I'm not weird. I'm just trying to lend support, and you know, if there's anything that I could do to help to answer any questions, or mostly just answer questions, because I remember once my husband passed away, one of my neighbors, she was widowed young. She came over and she gave me a bunch of resources and things to think about. That really helped me because I didn't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. I don't know what I should do. So having someone just kind of guide me, to point me in the direction of things to think about and to do, was so important and what I needed at that time. Oh, by the way, I filmed a 1 year later widow story. I just haven't edited it. And I think that will go up after this one because I think this is more timely. So just be on the lookout for that. So yeah, my neighbor came and helped me. She gave me a lot of resources and things to think about. And it really kind of got me on my way to where I needed to be in this journey. So yeah, I reached out to him. I'm pretty sure he's probably bombarded with other things, but if you're having to watch it, or any of the survivors of this crash, the family survivors, if you need any resource, if you need any help, please let me know. I'm more than happy just to provide anything that I can. You know, this is a tough journey ahead. If you guys didn't see Vanessa's statement, her first statement after the death of her husband and her daughter, I'll post it here so you guys can check it out. But the reason why I wanted to point that out, I guess they have created a nonprofit to help the other family members with funding, which I think is a great idea. I'll link it in the description below, so if you can contribute, please do. But don't feel like you have to. It's, you know, some people are not at a place where they can. I know when my husband passed, there were some people who generously gave me money, and that was so kind. But then there's people, you know, they were telling me, they're like, I wish I could do more, or I wish I could give you something. And it's like, no, that's not what I needed. The best thing you could offer someone that is grieving, I would say, is a story about their loved one, and say their name. When people would come up to me and say, my favorite thing about Brad was XYZ, or I remember when Brad and I were little and we used to do this. They would just, those things mean more to me than anything else. Like, whenever I hear stories about Brad now, and by the way, I'm a year out, almost 14 months out, I get so, I mean, I usually cry for sure, but one thing I also do get is I get a sense of joy and happiness, because as long as his memory is alive and as long as someone's talking about him, he's really not dead. And that's like the best thing you can do to a grieving person, is share the stories of the good times, or share the things that you admire most about their loved one, so they know that their loved one is not going to be forgotten. When I heard, like, it was Monday after the helicopter accident, I was working and I was kind of thinking about things. I'm very privileged that my company, the job that I do and the company that I work for, they allow me a budget to entertain clients. So I have a contact at the Staples Center. His name is Larry. He helps me buy group tickets and suites at the Staples Center for when the Lakers play, or the Clippers, or the hockey team, the Kings. I buy stuff like that, or any concerts. I've gone to the UFC events there, and I've seen a few concerts, bought tickets through Larry. On that Monday, I just reached out to Larry and I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about going to the game. When's the next available tickets that you have? He was able to get me some tickets for this Friday's game against the Trailblazers? Sorry if I got that wrong. But I was like, sweet, let me see if I can find any clients that want to go with me. because of, I'm feeling I'm going to be really sensitive on this game, I had to pick really carefully of the clients that I could take. I mean, some of my clients don't know what's going on, like that I lost my husband. Some clients don't know my past. And I just needed to make sure like I can bring clients that are going to be sympathetic to what's going on with my situation. I knew the clients that if I ended up crying at the game, or if I just ended up crying, they would be okay with it, because they've met my husband. They've been to his funeral. They support me. They're like my friends, you know, and they support my business and they support me emotionally. And so I asked them and they're coming with me. So I'm really excited. And I don't know if this is going to sound weird, but I'm kind of excited to be around all of the grief. Is that weird? I was telling some of my friends, my non-widowed friends, I said, I just want to be surrounded by everyone that's missing someone really special. And I want to be surrounded by it, because this is the first time in a long time I feel like alive. The pain is so real. I don't know if you're going to get what I'm saying. It's not that, like, I don't know Kobe, and I feel my pain is more for Vanessa. And my pain is also for me, because it brings me back to the day that my husband died. And it's a very real feeling. And I have a feeling that there's going to be a bunch of people who are going to remember the day that Kobe died. It's kind of like 9/11, or John Lennon died, or when JFK died. Like, they're going to remember. This is going to be a very, like, an event that's going to be embedded in their head. Like, they're going to remember where they were at, what they were doing, what they were wearing, what they felt. It's kind of like how I felt the day that my husband died. And that's what I feel right now. I just kind of want to be surrounded by everyone that's feeling something. Makeup's done, except for my lips. I need to do my hair when I come back, kind of wrap it up. At least this part. I'm going to see about taking some videos of the Staples Center and what's going on. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. So again, there's going to be a link to the organization that's going to help the other families involved with the tragedy that happened on Sunday with Kobe and his daughter Gigi. And I'll have other stuff in the description below, but I'll be right back. Hey guys, I totally forgot to check in after I finished doing my hair and putting on lipstick. I'm wearing my Death Sucks t-shirt and I'm at the venue. So if it's loud, I apologize, but I'll check in with you in a bit. Hey guys, it's the next day after the Kobe event at the Staples Center with the Laker game against the Trailblazers. They lost. I was hoping to vlog more, but it was a madhouse all at LA Live. There was lines like I've never seen to get in, and there was just people there also to see all the memorials that people had started. There was like, I didn't see that much. There was like walls people can write stuff on. There was flowers. There was just a lot of 24 and 8, and just, it was madhouse. There was certain times of the night before I got into the Staples Center that I felt kind of anxious, like a little nervous. And then there was, at the game, I definitely got really emotional with the people saying stuff, the songs. Yeah, they had a tribute. They had a tribute to Kobe. Like, all the players were wearing either 24 or 8. And when they announced the players, they announced them as Kobe Bryant. Usher sang. Was it Usher? Yeah, Usher sang. Boyz II Men sang. LeBron James did a little speech.
Before I get started on the speech that I have, I want to acknowledge all the lives that was lost Sunday morning. Alyssa Altobelli, John Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Christina Mauser, Ara Zalbania, Gianna Bryant, and Kobe Bryant. Now, I got something written down. You know, they asked me to kind of stay on course or whatever the case may be, but regulation, man, I would be selling y'all short if I read off this shit, so I'm gonna go straight from the heart.
And yeah, it was intense. I got really emotional. Definitely cried because I just started feeling for the spouses who are living. So okay, so I got emotional because I was just thinking about the spouses and partners that have to live without their loved one. So Matt Mauser, Hayden Chester, and I couldn't find the pilot, Ara. I don't think he's married, but they talk about his girlfriend. I don't know what they're gonna go through. Plus the Antebelli, they both died with their daughter, and I can't. I know there's a surviving sibling. I don't know if there's two, but there were a little just torn apart. Like, that's why I was crying, because it's going to be very difficult. And it's new, and I'm a year out, and I still cry over my husband. Thankfully, the clients that I had brought to the event were really supportive and really sympathetic to my situation. They knew, and when they saw me cry, they were no judgment, just giving me hugs, love, and support. So anyways, I will probably insert some pictures and some videos and stuff throughout. But leaving Staples Center, it was just as hectic. I've been to several Laker games, and usually people leave about the third quarter just because the traffic to get out of downtown LA, the 110. It's just everyone stayed to the end. And there were still more people outside that weren't in the Staples Center looking at the memorials left for Kobe. So I ended up taking my clients to WP24, which is Wolfgang Puck's restaurant on top of the Ritz-Carlton. It's beautiful. It's like one of my favorite places to have a nightcap. It's gorgeous. The city of LA at night is beautiful. Anyways, I wish I had taken pictures, but I was just, and that's another thing, I kind of wanted to take more pictures and more videos, but I was just really in the moment, just really wanted to be present of what everyone was feeling, what I was feeling. Yeah, you're just gonna get what I have. But they did give out some t-shirts. Everyone got one. Looks like I got the number 8. It's in an extra large. I'm gonna do a little giveaway because I won't wear this t-shirt. I figured maybe there's someone out there who would like it. So if you are interested in winning this, I'll have a link to Gleam for you to check it's like a way to enter, so I can just randomly select. I think I'll have it up for a couple weeks. I want to add a couple things. Along with the t-shirt, I'm going to add this book. It's called I Wasn't Ready to Say Goodbye. One of my friends gave me this book. She lost her brother, and when she heard about what happened to my husband, she sent a beautiful card. She sent this book, and I didn't read the book. I listened to it on audio. So I listened to the audiobook, and it was really, really great. It has stuff, it's more general. It's not, so if you lost, it talks about losing a spouse, losing your parent, grandparent, child, sibling, and just even different ways like suicide, tragic death, long pronounced, like if they're sick. That just, it's just really good. I highly recommend this book. But I want to give this to someone. I think someone could use it. So it'll be the t-shirt from the Laker game, an extra large, that book. And I found this coconut sugar sea whip body cream. I'm not going to use it. I've never used it. I like to pass it along to someone. I think this would go really nice with like a self-care Sunday. So I'm going to add that to there. So if you're interested, just check the link below. And all you have to do is enter through that. And yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. My attempt at vlogging, probably not the best, but I want to definitely get better with that. Oh, look who's here. Kiki's here. She wants to say hi. So, anyways, I'm just going to end that. Thank you for tuning in. If you are interested in non-grief related videos and more about makeup, fashion, and stuff like that, check out my other channel, Rented Fashion. I'll link it. I am hosting a giveaway at this time where you can win $800 worth of makeup. So check it out. Leave me some comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your stories. If you're missing your person right now, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know their name. I'd love to know how you're feeling. If this situation with Kobe triggered you, let me know how you're doing, how you're coping, how I can help. And yeah, the day that Kobe died, honestly, I was really concerned about Vanessa. And this weekend yesterday with the game, I'm just really missing my husband. So, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. I thought I'd add in some videos that I took during the evening too, so enjoy.
Kobe, we love you! Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that Man, I gave my soul to this game, but there's nothing more I can give.
I wanted to be one of the best basketball players to ever play, and anything else that was outside of that lane, I didn't have time for. It's not about my jerseys that are hanging up there for me. You know, it's about the jerseys that were hanging up there before. Growing up and watching all these great players play, and learning so much from them.
Those are the things that are showing other athletes that come after you. No, there's more to this thing. The discipline, the commitment, the team, the community. How do I take those lessons and move those here? Having that sharp focus is something that I got from the game of basketball.
You have to dance beautifully in the box that you are comfortable dancing in. My box was to be extremely ambitious within the sport of basketball. Your box is different than mine.
Everybody has a role. It's your job to try to perfect it and make it as beautiful of a canvas as you can make it. And if you have done that, then you have lived a successful life. You have lived with Mamba mentality. And I'm doing that to my wife and Essence. It's fun, man. We have a good time together. I love her tremendously. But we're best friends too. It's a blessing. When we're raising our daughters, one of the things that we teach them is you just gotta try your best. You just gotta give it your all, give it everything you have. As parents, you gotta lead by example. If you want your kids to do whatever it is they want to accomplish in life, you have to show them. I have 4 girls, and so my mission is to make sure women have opportunities. My daughters are growing up understanding that they can be strong and I just love spending time with my family and just being a husband, being a father, being a goofball, just having a good time with my kids.
Talking to you about another